All right, picture this. It's 1943, and Europe is like a pressure cooker in the middle of World War II. Nazi Germany is running things all over Europe, and the Allies, well, they need a way to strike back. They've got one shot to catch the Nazis off guard, but how do they do it? Easy. They decide to fool them with a dead guy and a suitcase full of fake plans. Yep. I'm talking about Operation Mincemeat, one of the boldest and downright craziest deception tactics in military history. Let's get into the wild story of how the Allies pulled off the most elaborate lie to trick Hitler and the entire Nazi war machine. So here's the deal. The Allies wanted to invade Sicily, but they knew that if Hitler got wind of it, he'd send his whole army there and make it a nightmare. So instead of playing it straight, they cooked up a plan that was as brilliant as it was weird. Enter Operation Mincemeat. The idea? Make the Nazis think the Allies were going to invade Greece instead of Sicily. And here's where it gets wild. They were going to use a dead body to sell this fake plan. Meet Major William Martin, except he's not a real person. The body, it's actually a homeless guy who passed away in London. And yeah, I know, this is starting to sound like a horror flick, but stick with me. This body would become the ultimate secret weapon in fooling the Nazis. They dressed him up, gave him fake documents, and put a briefcase handcuffed to his wrist, loaded with classified invasion plans that said the Allies were going for Greece. They even gave him a fake girlfriend and fake love letters to make him look real. Now, how do you get a dead guy with fake invasion plans into Nazi hands? You don't just mail him over, right? Nope. Instead, they dropped him off the coast of Spain, knowing Spanish officials would probably hand him over to the Nazis. And guess what? It worked. The Nazis took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. Hitler himself ordered forces to Greece, thinking he'd outsmarted the Allies. Meanwhile, while Hitler's forces were chilling in Greece, the Allies strolled right into Sicily and took it over. This fake-out saved thousands of lives and gave the Allies the foothold they needed to turn the tide in Europe. Can you believe it? All that careful planning and they pulled it off just by planting a body. It's a little morbid, sure, but hey, war is war, right? Honestly, Operation Mincemeat was like the ultimate wartime prank, but with real life-or-death stakes. Think about it. Convincing one of the world's most dangerous leaders to send his army to the wrong place using nothing but a dead guy and some forged documents? That's gutsy. If you ask me, this just proves that sometimes the simplest tricks are the most effective. Who would have thought that a few pieces of paper and a fake love story could change the course of history?